I'm Daryl Hardage from Security. Security specialises in understanding why your customers are loyal and what creates your point of difference. In this video, we're going to talk about customer appreciation, the cost versus the payoff. Customer service is an area that a lot of businesses don't invest in. When you look at the budgets in marketing and so on, you'll find that companies generally will always have a customer acquisition budget, but they don't have a budget for customer retention. And customer retention is the most valuable budget you can invest in. The first sale we ever do with a customer is always the most expensive sale. The 10th one with that customer is the cheapest. And when you look at this from a financial point of view, really smart companies know that if we invest in retention and keep people coming back, give them service excellence, we will have high levels of repeat business, we'll have maximum wallet share, and we'll get their friends and colleagues as referrals. But you'll only achieve that if you've invested into your team to have the ability to deliver really high standards of service excellence, which is what we measure as customer appreciation. Now, often what happens is when you look at a lot of the big retailers and that sort of thing, the first thing they'll do is cut staff because it's an immediate kick to the bottom line. And while in the short term, maybe in the current financial year, it'll show up and impact the profits. But in the following years, it will always bite you. Because what happens is, if you start to reduce the service standards, then I'm not going to come back. And one of the things that often happens is companies don't look at the impact of cutting back on staff and training. It's a very high expectation that we have that if I come into your business, I'm going to have the right knowledge, the right experience, you're going to have the stock, and you're going to act in my best interests, your intention. When you look at investing in service excellence, it will pay and pay and pay. And unfortunately, it isn't seen as a quick fix. So what a lot of companies will do, they'll look at their situation, we need to reduce costs, they'll go straight into team and they'll cut the training budget out. But what the really smart operators do is they know one thing. If we invest in our team, and if we invest in the right processes to train our team with that 10 out of 10 intention to be of service and help them to be the best that they can be at serving our customers, then we will earn the right to have their unshakable loyalty. If you achieve that, you don't have a problem with price anymore. And we've proven this many, many times. So when you look at a lot of companies, they don't understand the value of investing in customer retention. You increase customer retention by making sure your team have the ability to deliver service excellence. It doesn't cost for very long. It will pay and pay and pay. Because if I'm a consumer that buys a lot of your product or service, and I try you out for the first time, and I get an amazing wow experience, you've earned the right for me to come back a second time, then a third, and then potentially you've created a habit where now you have my unshakable loyalty. That could be worth tens of thousands of dollars over my lifetime value. So investing a few dollars in training your team is going to pay for a very long time. What often happens is companies cut that budget. So I come in as a first-time customer, I get an average experience because there hasn't been the training in excellence, and therefore I might just pick the eyes out of your products or services and buy on price, or I don't come back at all. One of the things a lot of companies fail to understand, they invest heavily in customer acquisition, websites, marketing, SEO, and they don't actually measure the cost of customer acquisition. And in many cases, they're not even measuring the conversion rate. So for every 10 inquiries, what's your conversion rate? What's your average dollar sale? The smart companies get this right. They invest in training their team in excellence. So the very first impression new prospective customers get with their business already sets them apart from the competitors. that will get you the first sale in most cases. But it's not the first sale that counts, it's the 10th that counts. Very few companies can show you a designed customer experience process that is setting the whole structure up so that I've got you for the next 10 years. And a great friend of mine has this brilliant saying around customer loyalty, and I love it. His saying is, we're in business from now on. That means you don't go anywhere else. We're in business from now on. So when you think about service excellence in your business, and when you think about the outcome you're wanting to achieve, are you truly investing in training your team so that your customers are in business with you from now on?